super freaking intense. Hi everyone, my name is Ashmita and the channel Lek Swagatam, and yes, today I will be sharing my thoughts on the latest Malayalam Amazon Prime release, Kuruthi, which stars Prithviraj and Roshan Mathew in the lead role. Believe it or not, but I had my heart on my sleeve while watching this film. And once again, it's no surprise that this film has come out from the Malayalam movie industry. Now, a quick disclaimer before I get into the detailed analysis is that if you watch movies as forms of escapism, then this movie is not for you. And also, if you are a very, very, very obedient student of WhatsApp University, then also this movie is not for you. So without further ado, let's deep dive into the detailed analysis. The protagonist Ibrahim is a God-fearing man who lives with his younger brother Rasul and his father Musa. He is also coping up with a huge personal loss in his life. He has supportive neighbors Suma and Premam who are siblings and are also dealing with their own demons. Now both families belong to different communities, one belonging to the Muslim community and another from Hindu community, and this is a very key aspect in the storyline. Now the neighbors are extremely comfortable with each other and live in harmony. They are the only two families living in that area, as the remaining residents seem to evacuate that place after a natural calamity occurs there. But these two families decide to stay back, so it's almost like their own oasis. All their lives are changed upside down when one night an injured police officer barges inside Ibrahim's house with a young fellow who is accused of murder. He seeks refuge for the night as his convoy gets attacked while taking this accused to the police station. What unfolds after that is not only just an intense thriller, but also a very brutal and in-your-face representation of what is happening in our country, where polarizing ideologies is on the rise in every nook and corner. It presents us with a mirror and a narrative of how people justify their actions to be correct in the name of God and religion. This storyline is bold filmmaking at its peak, and its fearless narrative actually shook me. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I won't be surprised if the cancel culture squad starts demanding the ban of this film. The writing by Anish Palyal is extremely engaging. He has written a very tight script which not only gives a sense of thrill and keeps the tension intact, it is also very clear in its social commentary. What was done correct in the writing is that we are given a glimpse into the thought process of each and every character so that their actions as the movie progresses seems real and organic without making it look like as if there is an attempt to spread propaganda through the dialogues. The narrative is crystal clear and it knows where it stands without confusing the audience. The dialogues overall are really good. Sometimes it might feel that it's going a little overboard, but I think it was necessary. The dialogues, especially said by Mamu Koya, are such gems. One of my absolute favorite dialogues that come in the end is when he says, "Even if a man doesn't teach his child to read, he will teach the child whom to hate." He has this whole monologue in the end, but from that monologue, this particular dialogue just gave me chills. The characters Vishnu and Rasul, who in the story represent the youth of the country that is getting polarized, have dialogues that will remind you of things that get circulated in WhatsApp. And also we read such things often on Twitter. In my opinion, that was very smartly integrated, and I honestly feel that the writer did this on purpose. Also, can we talk about Prithviraj's entry sequence? I mean, that was such a whistle-worthy moment. This is also such a big credit to the writing because I was so engrossed in the film that I almost forgot that Prithviraj's character had not been introduced yet. So when he enters calmly with that menace in his eyes, I legit got shivers. Keeping the thriller aspect intact, the writing also highlights that how the nicest of people are forced to take extreme steps when push comes to shove. Depending on what your views are, you will either try to understand this movie or you will just plain hate it. Lastly, I liked how the ending sequence was written. It is open to the audience's interpretation. The shot is very symbolic, where we see Vishnu and Rasul facing opposite to each other. They are from different religion and have resorted to extremist thoughts, and it shows that the actions that they will take from here on will not only shape their own future but the future of the coming generation as well, which can also be extrapolated to the future of the country in the larger context. And these are just the few things that I highlighted about the writing. There are so many little details that are sort of set as clues in the beginning which pay off at the end. Now coming to the direction, I think Manu Warrier directed this movie so well, because this is a perfect blend of realism as well as commercial touch. On the surface, I liked how he treated this movie as a revenge thriller which actually keeps the audiences hooked. truth. As soon as Murli Gopi's character enters into the frame, there is this constant tension that was kept intact throughout the run of the film till the very last scene, and that is a very difficult thing to do, but he executed it with so much perfection. A social commentary packaged as a thriller, I actually got reminded of the thrill that I had felt while watching Nayattu. It was the exact same feeling. The character treatment is also exceptional. The director ensured that each and every character leaves an impact. Literally, you are going to sing high praises for every actor because the director ensured that they get the spotlight equally. Impressed but not surprised. I mean, at this point, I know that the cinematography would be great. In fact, I said the cinematography looks very good when I did the trailer reaction for this movie. Abhinandan Ramanujan managed to create an atmosphere of claustrophobia with his camera shots. The movie is largely shot at night, and I remember saying this in the trailer reaction that it's very difficult to get the lighting correct when you're doing nighttime shots. But in this film, it is just done perfectly. The camera constantly zooms in on the characters' faces and expression to build up that tension. The action sequences were shot very well, very realistically shown. The chase sequence was done so well. But my favorite camera work moment was the scene where Prithvi Raj and Murli Gopi, they are sitting opposite each other, and one has the knife, another has the gun, and they are just getting ready to attack each other. And the camera angles used in that scene, I don't know how many times I would have repeated that scene. It was so well done. When the teaser had dropped, I had already said that the score by Jakes Bijoy is going to be epic, and he did not disappoint at all. The entire score just gives you such a great sense of thrill. He really did a great job. In fact, I did not even mind the songs this time. Usually I keep saying that I do not like the addition of songs in the thriller, but here it was blended in perfectly. The editing is done by Akhilesh Mohan, and we know that for a thriller film, how important the edit and the pace of the film is to keep the audiences on the edge of their seats. And I was pretty much on the edge of my seat. I didn't even realize how the first hour just flew by till we get that interval quote, a vow to kill, an oath to protect. I was like, oh my god, 1 hour is over and another hour is just left. Though I feel in the second half, in between, the momentum was lost somewhere, but it just picks up again in the climax. I think this is probably the only gripe that I might have from this film, and I wouldn't even consider it as a negative point. It is something that I personally felt that, okay, in between somewhere, I thought that the movie is slowing down a bit, but that's it. As I said before, the director ensured that every actor gets equal spotlight, and every actor in this movie has shined completely. Let's start with the supporting cast first. Shaheen Chako, Murli Gopi and Manikandan. Their screen time overall is lesser than the other actors, but the impact created by them is brilliant. All of them play very significant role which moves forward the storyline, though out of all the supporting characters, Murli Gopi was my absolute favorite. I mean, yes, he was a brave police officer, but he also had his moments of weakness which really made him more human. It's not like just because he was a police officer, he was completely 100% fearless. He had his moments of fear, and it showed very clearly in his eyes. Sagar Surya as Vishnu and Nelson as Rasul put forth such convincing performances. They both managed to very realistically show that how a youth can get convinced and resort to polarization and garner hatred within himself for another community. Mamu Koya as Musa was a gem. A gem. His acting was a chef's kiss. Whenever he was delivering his dialogue, I was in awe, and it was so beautifully done that within that tense atmosphere, he gave that comic relief as well. It is such a difficult thing to pull off as an actor, where you simultaneously show your comical, witty side and also give anecdotes of wisdom. He was perfectly cast as Musa. Then we have Shrinda playing Suma, who's the only female character in this film, and initially one might think that okay, she's this vulnerable character, but she is one of the strongest characters in this film. Her entire arc is like an onion. You know, there are so many layers to her, and it just keeps peeling one after another as the movie progresses. And Shrinda played this character off so well. There was a sense of fearlessness in her eyes, which I loved. Then coming to the two leads, Prithvi Raj and Roshan Mathew. Now talking about Roshan Mathew first, He is Ibrahim for me, out and out, nobody else. Ibrahim is vulnerable, but he's also brave, and Ibrahim as a character goes through so much of inner conflict, and Roshan Matthew just nails it. I could completely feel his loss, I could feel his confusion, I could feel his bravery, I could feel his fear. Roshan Matthew, you have my utter respect. Then coming to Prithvi Raj, hello, this guy sent shivers down my spine with his menacing look. Firstly, mad respect to Prithvi Raj for backing up such a project, and now I completely understand when you guys keep telling me that Prithvi Raj is the guy who will keep pushing the envelope in the Malayalam cinema. Coming to his acting, I think Prithvi Raj did full justice to his role. Whatever gripe I had with Cold Case, it's just gone. It's done and dusted because of Kuruti. Not a lot of mainstream actors would be bold enough to pick up such a project, but the fact that he did, I love him for that. This movie is extremely bold in its message. It tackles a very sensitive but an important topic that we all know that this country is currently going through. I mean, it is something that we cannot just turn a blind eye to, and the fact that this movie was made, I think it is really laudable. And that brings me to the end of my review for the movie Kuruti. Please do let me know what did you think of this movie. I would love to read your opinions in the comment section below. And yes, that's it from me today, guys. I will sign off now, and I will see you soon on my next video. Bye-bye.